Good morning. A little bit later on this morning than we normally would be, but it is Friday and we've had some business meetings already. So plenty of cups of coffee, plenty of business meeting. Yeah, it's all gone good. So we've still got a Honda Civic FN2 in for all sorts. So we've got to complete that task first this morning, and then we've got ourselves a Mitsubishi Colt CZC Turbo for a hybrid turbo, Gizfab downpipe, manifold, injectors, fuel pump, and map. So that's going to be a fantastic car. It's actually filthy, so no, I'm not going to clean it. It's too cold. But it's going to be a great project, and we're really looking forward to it. So we're looking to see 260 plus brake horsepower, that Mitsubishi Colt CZC. It's a nice car. It's got some nice interior. It's got some nice aftermarket seats in it. And yeah, it's good morning. It is Friday. Good morning, Modfix. Good morning, Flawless Culture. Guys, if you haven't followed a YouTube channel this week, then go follow Modfix. And then immediately after, go follow Flawless Culture. Great guys. So this Mitsubishi Colt CZC Turbo actually looks identical to the one that I've got at home on my driveway. And I was just having that conversation that I might forge that at some point. But we've got a lovely car in. It's lots and lots of work to do. So we're going to have to get busy on it. I'm hoping the Gizfab downpipe fits nicely. Because that was a bit of a stickler the last time on the last car that came in. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan. So great bit of content coming your way. So thanks for following us and thanks for supporting us.
The gearbox on the top gearbox with
MTF3. I don't think so. No, I don't think we have, unless there's any on your shelf that we've used. Not. I should. I'll get some in stock though, because that's relevant. Oh. Particularly impressed with Can You Just? Ooh. Morning, Grant. Morning, Philip, and good morning, Steve. Thanks for joining us, lads. Yeah, guys, we've just been talking about we're finishing off an FN2 on the Rams. That's had pretty much an overhaul. New brakes, suspension, drive shaft. Bushes, poly bushes. It's had a lot of Powerflex stuff on it. It's gonna be a nice invoice. And then moving on to the Colt that we've got to modify. And Matt, good morning, Matthew. How are you doing? Is your car back on the road yet, brother? Yes, and lots going on. It's also it's fast approaching that time I need to do my VAT as well. So I'll have a little cry about that because I'll have to be doing it Sunday. Right, what's next? What is next? No, I'm not doing it. Good morning, David. Yes, Monday will be good. I'm actually looking through the diary as we speak to see what we've got going on. Ecotech map for David. Yes, 11 a.m. please, David. That'd be lovely. And we'll see you. We'll get your FN2 mapped up. Got to do an Astra VXR exhaust in the morning. Not really looking forward to that, if I'm honest. Morning, Neil. Happy Friday to you. Fantastic, Matthew. Now, remember that if that's a different engine, we're going to need to make sure that it's okay on the dyno. So do try and get that booked in as soon as you can, Matthew. Yeah, try and get that booked in as soon as you can, because obviously different engine, we're going to have to make sure that it's all good. Core blimey. Lots next week. I don't want to come in next week. There's that much work. Never mind, eh? Could be worse. It could be worse. So, guys, I'm a little bit later. Good morning, Philip. I'm a little bit later this morning. What are all you guys doing? Are you not at work yet? I know Modfix is sat in his pants at his computer, but where is everyone? Yeah, man. Try and Matthew, try and arrange that so that you've got a bit of a time scale, because we're currently booked. We're fast approaching March in the diary at the moment, so I want to get on. I want to get on that as soon as possible. Get that booked in. Yeah, I want to get that booked in, so that we don't disappoint. Ideas. That's cool, man. I like that though. I like that because it's more than. I mean, maybe I'm just speaking out loud, but Dynodaze is more than just a service. It's a experience, and I wish there was a Dynodaze about when I first started modifying cars and getting my cars tuned. I really do. There's no replacement for smiles, man. When a customer is happy with what you've done, there's no replacement for that. I mean, and also you got to take the rough with the smooth. I'm still dealing with an absolute Karen when it comes to a BMW intercooler. I've never been so. I don't know what the word is really, but it can easily put a dampener on you when you've got someone that will just not listen. I'm just going to put this out. I'm just going to put this out there, though, guys, that if you were to buy a part and then read the description later and decide that you didn't want that part and send it back, at what point do you think you would expect your refund? Do you think you would expect your refund as soon as you decided that you didn't want it, or when the parcel was returned safely? Because that's what I'm dealing with. And sometimes you've got to stop communicating. Our communication here is absolutely key. But once you've set your stall out, which is fairly logical, for example, let's say somebody buys that helmet there from Demon Tweaks. Let's say you go and buy a helmet from Demon Tweaks and it turns up, and let's say you've bought a medium when in fact you're a large. Let's say you've got a big noggin and you've bought a smaller helmet and it doesn't fit, so you want to send it back. Now, realistically, you've bought the wrong item. That's what you've done. You've bought the wrong item, so you want to send it back. So as soon as you try to put that helmet on your head and it doesn't fit, do you expect the refund instantly? Or do you think to yourself, I'm going to send that back, I'm going to track it, and once they've got it, once they've got that item, then I'm gonna expect a refund, because that's how the world works. Because if you've bought something and you don't want it and you want to send it back, that's your right. You can do that, and we're pretty helpful here, and we've never had an issue with that. But you're not getting a refund until the part's back, and I think that's fairly sensible and fairly common. I think that's just reasonable to expect that you can have your refund processed as soon as the item is returned. And that's when you've got to stop communicating. Because if people don't understand that basic principle, then it's very, very difficult So when people are sending you text messages at 8:30 at night, because you were kind enough to text them out of hours to assure them that everything was okay, and then they use that against you, it really does make you think that that some people in the world really need some family or some friends or something. People are getting worse. Yeah, absolutely. Now, Steve, that's a fair comment, because actually on our Dynodaze website, if it's buyer's remorse, for example, they buy something and they decide they don't want it, there should be a restocking fee. On my particular website, on AirTech intercoolers, because we don't stock BMW AirTech intercoolers, there is actually a restocking fee, and that's, as you can imagine, that's totally at my discretion. So this guy that's calling me every name under the sun should realistically attract that restocking fee. AirTech will charge me a restocking fee for having the parcel returned to them, but it's at my discretion whether I pass that charge on to them, which is why it's in my terms and conditions. But it's one of those things where I don't want to do that. That's not what I want to do. I don't want to just say, I'm going to give you all of your money back but 10% because you pissed me about. That's not what I want to do, and I don't do that. But this guy's pushing my buttons, calling me all sorts of names and stuff. And realistically, I should probably teach him. I should really teach him a lesson. So maybe that's what we'll do. Maybe that's what we'll do. But I won't. Because I've not got it in me. I've not got it in me to do that. So I really don't. I really don't think that's going to happen. But it might, because I'm sure at some point this morning he's going to start sending me abusive messages again, and I'm going to just say I'm busy, mate. Do my refund yet? Busy. I'm busy, Karen. It's in here somewhere. I'd love to tell you who he was, but I can't do that either for GDPR. But I'd love to. But saying that, he's definitely going to leave me a review on Google, and when he does, you guys are, I'm going to let you loose on him. As soon as he leaves that stupid review, which he will, I'm literally going to I'm going to let you guys loose on him. Let loose the dogs of war. That's what's going to happen. There it is. Interesting. I wonder how long it takes for. He's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be so much fun. No, I don't know whether I am. No, I don't think so, Dave. I don't think so. I think you've got to remember that whilst we have a great fan base, you guys, we have a great community here. We do, and it might feel like Dynodaze is a big company and a big name, but we're not. We're just two guys that love doing what we do, and we feel very fortunate. We feel very fortunate that we're doing what we want to do in life. So, but we're not a big company. We're not like your TDI North or what other companies are there out? You know, there's big companies out there, and we're not one of them. We're just us. But we love it. We love it. I'm busy, Karen. All right, Karen. I nearly called him a Karen yesterday, and I refrained. I think I may have overstepped the boundaries when I told him to grow up. When he was talking about all sorts of fraud squads and things like that. I'm like, mate, I told you, return the parcel, I will give you a full refund. But you cannot help people. You really can't. Who wants to guess how many emails I've got to delete today? Hopefully there's some Karen emails in there. We don't really get Karens. I think that's why they affect me. I genuinely, I think that's why they affect me so much, because we can go a full year with thousands of customers that are awesome and that I love talking to and I'm pleased that I've met. And then you get a Karen and you're like, oh, I can't deal with it. Oh, thanks, Flawless Culture. And there's big news coming. And there's big news coming. So yeah, Flawless Culture. That's nice. But like I say, just a couple of guys doing what we want to do. We're fortunate enough that we're very sensible in what we do. And we have a laugh, don't we? We have a laugh. So every day you go to work and you want to be there is a day that you don't feel like you actually got a job. Now, obviously, Richard feels like he's got a job today because he's currently burning out. He's burning out bushes on an FN2, and I can smell them in here. So it's I haven't got smell-o-vision on this webcam, unfortunately, but that smells like burning rubber. That's going to be a great car when it's finished. I think that we're going to make a video a little bit differently for that FN2. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish our work, and then we're either going to hand our footage over to the owner and get him to make the end of the video with a review, or we're going to get him to give us the review video, introducing himself and his car to our channel. I think that's what we're going to do. In fact, yeah, that's a good idea. I've just had a good light bulb moment. I've just had a good idea. Hey up, Captain's Vlog. How are you? I hope you are well. I'm going to have to get in on one of your chats at some point, Captain's Vlog, because I do like them. Yeah, I have to try and do one on a Saturday where I'm not asleep. So try and get on a little bit earlier if you can before you start drinking, and give me a shout, and I'll try and come on and have a chat with you. I'd really enjoy that. I'll just impose myself on you, just slam open the door and say I'm here, and now I want to talk about myself for an hour. Now your Karen's not a Karen. Your Karen predates Karen. The Karen. I got a cousin called Karen. She's lovely. She looks after me. I'm nearly 43, and she's still like my cousin that would look after me if I needed looking after. Right, there's a price on some pants for my friend Luke. Good man. Yeah, so if you just joined us, we're finishing off an FN2 Civic in the workshop, and then we've got a Mitsubishi Colt to take from stock to a hybrid turbo. So that's quite the build. So we're talking fuel pumps, injectors, hybrid turbo, downpipe, manifolds. It's actually already got a front intercooler on it, so that should be good. But yeah, that's going to be good. I think we're going from like 175 brake horsepower to 270 brake horsepower. So we'll document that. That'll be great. Okay, I've got to do a price on that. So that's on my list. Where is a biro? There's a biro. So doing a quote for Tom Baker. Timing belt. Bogs belt. Service. I can hear Rich hammering away. Service, health check. That's cool. Anyway, emails 31. No, more than that. More than that, and I've already responded to 3. Oh, I'm not interested in that Cobra Motorsport. God, I'm not interested in that. Wish I could speak Chinese so I could politely say stop emailing me. Now, some of you don't know this. David knows this. But we've started making members-only posts, and we're trying to highlight some of the advantages of being 55. Bang on, Philip Barnes. Bang on. Good guess. Good guess. Yeah, so we've got a members-only part of the YouTube channel, and we started posting there, and we archive some of our older stuff and some of our lives that go in there. But we're also we posted a question yesterday: which of our members wanted to ride out in the K20 Colt now that it's MOT'd? and yeah, that's going well. So I'm going to be doing some test trips, and depending on who's a good driver gets to actually drive the Colt CZT with a K-swap in it. Is an Accord Type R turbo build conversion worth it? Yeah, so the Accord Type R that we're talking about, is that the H22? Or is it a BAT? I think it's a H22, isn't it? That's the big news that's coming. That's the big news. Me and Rich are going to be doing naked calendars, etc. Yeah, H22. Yeah, man, definitely. We can boost that. That's well worth doing. We'd use a Pulsar turbo, manifold setup, get an S300 board in the ECU from Honda and start mapping. Yeah, that's we'd love to do that. If you're local to us and you fancy that, we can do that. Don't scrimp on parts though. Do it. Build it to last. Yeah, only fans. Just me and Rich. Just each other's fan. We just send each other dick pics. Damn it! Now I can't monetize this. Never mind. Yeah, Norwich ain't far, especially for that sort of build, because that's going to be, that's not a drive-in. I mean, it is a drive-in, drive-out service, but it's more than a day's work. So you probably drop that to us on a Saturday and then collect it on another Saturday once it's done. Oh, absolutely. Flawless Culture, we only map on certain injectors here, and there's no way around it. So when we take on a project to map it, we are specific on the injectors that we'll be using for your build. And if you bring me anything else, we won't map it. We'll refuse that work. But we're in a fortunate position where we know how things work correctly, and we've got enough work to say no, that's not for us. Then if you don't want to do it the proper way, then it's not for us. I think I'm gonna have a Lemsip. At some point. Yes. So going back to the membership, which is slowly taking off in the bin, I think I need more members so that I can build an experience and build value into that. And what we've said so far is that if you become a member on YouTube, and it's £2.99 a month, I think someone pointed out. If you become a member of this channel on YouTube, then you get your £2.99 off any parts that you order anyway. So you automatically qualify for a £3 discount on everything that you order. So it's free at that point. So you might as well do it. Enjoy what we're trying to do. It'll be things like, once you've been a member for X amount of time, you get your hoodie. Once you've been a member for X amount of time, you get your free dyno run. Those sorts of things. But we're yet to flesh it out. So we're yet to flesh it out, and it's definitely gonna work. But it's nice, isn't it? It's nice being able to have something in the background, because we've got a Discord server which is totally free. If you want to join up to the Discord server and chat on Discord. Now, I don't necessarily use Discord too much, and I'm not particularly good at it. But if you are a Discord user, I would love you to come on board and help me and mod it and things like that. So I could try and get a link for it, but we do want people to come and help and join in and stuff like that. Let's see if I can log in and share a link. No is the answer. I don't know what my link is for my own Discord. I would imagine if I actually sign in though. Maybe, baby. Welcome back. I am human. Your password is wrong. Welcome back. I am human. Your password is wrong. Forgot your password? You bet. You bet I have. Please click an image containing a truck. Containing a truck. That's a bus. That's a truck. Email or phone number does not exist. There's a time and a place for doing this, and it's not now. Right, I give up on that. Who wants to find my Discord link and send that to me so I can sign in? What is my email? That is my email. Oh, I give up. I give up. No. No, you wouldn't need injectors at that point, Captain's Vlog. Maybe going cabs or something like that, but not at that stage. And you're welcome, dude. Thanks for popping in and speaking to us, man. We that's exactly why we do these YouTube lives, so that we can reach out and speak to people and they can ask questions. Apparently, on your phone, someone was saying that you have to go to the Dynodaze channel and then click on the Dynodaze banner, and then it will come up. But I don't know. You have to. I think you might have to be on your PC. Well, yours is an FN2, David. So supercharge for you. That's the answer. All turbocharged ones fail. Doesn't matter whether they're getting mapped at TDI South and explode, or whether they set on fire and they've been up north. They just all turbo FN2s are bad news. So if you ever want to boost the K20, you turbo an EP3 and you supercharge an FN2, and that's what if we were getting involved, that's what we would be doing. There you go, Morphalicious. Thanks, mate. Oh, no, I want to do. Oh, I want to click on that link. How do we do that? Star. Oh, look, Morphalicious is a member. Thanks, man. How do I copy and paste that link there? Let's just type it in. So Discord. GG/MT capital RER capital HTD. Do it. Oh. Fucking hell. Already have an account? Sign in. There's 5 people online and I'm not one of them. Oh, I tell you what. That's on my computer. I actually am signed in on my phone. Yo. Yeah, I am there. For the record, I wouldn't wrap a manifold. Just for the record. It depends how long he takes. That really depends on how long he takes. And I'm glad that he's mapping it and not us, because we wouldn't entertain a turbo FN2. I'm afraid we'd only map a supercharged FN2. So that'll, fingers crossed for that build, my friend, for you. I'm definitely here to help however I can. If I can facilitate Paul coming here for you to use our rollers, then that's great. The last couple of ones that have been mapped on our dyno have cost about 100 quid. We're actually £90 plus VAT an hour on the dyno, but it's generally 100 quid, depending on how long it takes. Yeah, I've just seen that in the Discord. I generally don't. I generally don't. Oh, Richie's making some right old noises. Hey, did everybody watch the Cowabunga Car Diaries video of the hybrid short shifter? What a great video that was. I nearly cried when Chris nearly cried because when he got asked to be best man for Benji. Love them guys. I was talking about this yesterday. Somebody asked me to sponsor their car, and I was like, "You earn more money than me, mate. You sponsor my car." Again, that goes back to the thing that people think Dynodaze is loads bigger than it is. It's not. It's not. We manage to earn a living and we love it. But Chris is well worth sponsoring because he's such a humble lad, and I've got a lot of time for him. I think I've got a massive man crush on him, if I'm honest. But there's some big news coming from Scotland as well, so check that out. You know who I'm talking about. Go and watch Type R Tweaks' channel if you don't already. Go and subscribe to Type R Tweaks and get looking. I love his content. Something sexy about his Sean Connery style voice. Good, that's cool. I like that. I like that jab a lot. That's always been my sort of mentality with my non-forged engines. If it turns into a fireball, well, it's cheaper than cremating me anyway, isn't it? Yeah, it was a great video. Really loved it. Cowabunga Car Diaries and also Daz R. They are the two channels that if you have a YouTube channel and you want to be good at YouTube, you follow those guys and you emulate them. You emulate them and you do what they do, and that's a recipe for success. Daz R's videos are mint, and we're never going to be as good as that because we're not YouTubers. We're not YouTube. We're just a workshop, and I know you guys understand this, but we're trying to book work in from you guys. So anything we do is we're trying to get more work through the door, and it's a completely different experience to watching like Cowabunga Car Diaries or Type R Tweaks or Daz R. You know, it's a different experience. You're watching the YouTube channel for a different reason, and you're also making your YouTube content for a different reason. And whilst me and Richard absolutely love we love it. We love it. There's no denying it. We love it. I know you guys understand that we've got bills to pay, and that's what we're trying to achieve, and that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get those bills paid, and we're trying to get some good projects in. And YouTube really helps us do that. Yeah, I mean, and that's probably the way forward, man. That's probably the way forward. Obviously, the more subscribers you have, the more sort of muscle you've got when it comes to talking to those bigger companies and stuff. But genuinely, Flawless Culture, my advice to you would be to reach out to Powerflex. Just take this as an example. Reach out to Powerflex. Tell Powerflex. Are you listening? Tell Powerflex that Danny at Dynodaze says that you've got a great channel and he loves working with you, and see if they sponsor you some bushes, and explain that for any bushes that get fitted, don't ask for stuff for free. Don't ask for stuff for free, but say, can you have a discount? Because that's reasonable. That's a reasonable request. Can I have a discount? Speak to Powerflex and say that not only will you use their bushes, but you'll promote their bushes, and then say Danny at Dynodaze says these are the best parts for this car, right? And then they know that their Powerflex dealer has said that these are best, so you're going to love them. And on that recommendation, can you have a discount? And see what they say, and say the reason that Danny has said, for example, that they might be able to help you is because they really enjoy your channel as well. And just say it, and you can format that across the board for all different products, all different suppliers. And you don't go in balls deep saying you want free stuff because you're an awesome YouTuber, which I've seen people do. core. You ask Paul West about YouTubers. He's got the same attitude that Richard's got. But you go and ask Paul West about YouTubers. But yeah, do it. And just drop him an email. Just say, hey, this is the car I've got. Say, Danny at Dynodaze says these are the best bushes for this car. It's going to transform my car. So I'm going to do a YouTube. Danny said, I should do a YouTube video of it because it's going to help him sell these bushes, which is important because then he can see. Then that particular company can see like there's a point to this, and then just ask, and then just say, what discount can you give me? And even if they say, well, if you're going to polybush your entire car, we'll give you a 50% discount. Half your parts are free. That's a proper discount. Especially I do it the same myself. When I know I'm going to spend some money on something, I was going to buy them. I was going to spend the money on it anyway. Money does talk. Like with the big boys hybrid racing behind me. You don't just get a discount because you want one. You have to say, well, here's a check. Here's a check, and I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to buy $5,000 worth of stock. So get it in, and then I want a decent discount. That's how it works. Yes, Type R tweak, shaken not stirred. Yeah, I love his accent. They all set on fire. Is the answer? They all set on fire. And that's it. Not one of them has survived, and there might be one out there right now that hasn't set on fire, but it will set on fire. Good. I'm glad you listened to that because I genuinely think that's how it works. There's a really nice young lad with a white rally art at the moment. I think his channel is like JMP100 or something. I'm not sure what it is, but really nice young man. And he made a YouTube video, and it was like his first YouTube video for no apparent reason. And I found it, and I said to him, "That's pretty cool, man. How's about I send you a bit?" And you do and you fit it and you do a bit of a review. And if you consider I sent him a set of silicone hoses, I'd send him a set of silicone hoses. He fits them. He loves them. I knew he'd love them anyway because they're quality. So he fits them. He loves them. That video is now on YouTube forever. So if you type in silicone hoses Mitsubishi Colt, there it is. He's loving them. There's a link to my website for people to buy them. I know people have bought them since. It cost me what it cost me. So, obviously I didn't have to sell them at retail, so I didn't lose retail, but I bought them at cost. He gets them. He never asked for them, and when he messages me now, he's like, "Hey, Danny, any chance of a deal?" Yes, there is, mate. I'll do you a deal. Because most of our sponsorship for cars is just people that I like. And I do stuff at them for cost. So I think to myself, well, if that supercharger kit or something, I wasn't going to sell it anyway to that guy because he didn't know me before. But if I sell it to him at cost and he loves it, then I've not lost anything. I'm not out of pocket one way or another. And then someone might buy one, and then I will make profit. So I could do sponsorships for people where I'm selling them parts at cost. Although people sometimes don't understand that the margin on performance parts is slim. It is slim. Yeah, but unfortunately, a fire extinguisher doesn't stop you catching on fire. Because by the time you need a fire extinguisher, it's on fire. Speak to me about that, Boris. Speak to me. Yes, Flawless Culture. I'm also going to go and have a day of it now. So thanks for joining us. Guys, if you've got YouTube channels, and I know you have, and you want help with parts, then give me a shout, because what's the worst that can happen? I could just say, no, I've got no money, I'm not doing that. Or I can say, yeah, I'll sort you that out at cost, man. Make me a video. Just tap me up. tap me up, and what we'll do is I'll get a list of your YouTube channels, and I will speak to people on your behalf as well. Or everything's got a price, Boris. Everything's got a price. What are you taking it off for? If you've already wrapped it and it's on there, leave it alone now. Don't give yourself more work to do. Just leave it. Just leave it. Right, I've got to go. So I'm going to speak to you all soon. Have a great morning. Thanks for stopping by. Give us a thumbs up on this video if you can. And I'll see you all very soon. Let's get some work